If that is the case, that means I'm expecting you guys to have gone through what we've done from the beginning of the mentorship program to date. I'm not expecting less because now you are just one class. I just one class to the certificates and to meaning that so far so good. We are grounded in the topics and the important topics in HSE that introduces you that makes you stand out as a safety professional. So can somebody tell me what we did in our last class? Can somebody just give me a recap of what we did in our last class? And tell me, because I knew in our last class we actually deal with especially some questions came in that made us go deep into some specification of this. So I would want somebody to give me a recap on last week before we proceed with today's class. Very quickly, 2 minutes. Very quickly.
Uh, okay, sir. Good evening, sir.
You're not
Let me
audible
just.
enough, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Is it for my hand? Okay, good evening.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Good
Okay, yeah,
evening.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, very clear now. Good evening, Jamil. What's up?
I'm from Singapore. How are you doing? So I will just try to say something so it won't be as if no one is responding. So hello. Am I still audible enough?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So last week we talked about emergency response and fire safety. Okay, but we go more deep into fire safety. Well, emergency response are just like how do I say it? A plan that shows that communicates what to do, the master points whenever there is emergency, either fire disaster, natural disaster, or any of those emergency, flood and the like, smoke. So when any of those happen, the response plan will guide the employees or will guide everybody what to do and how to do it. Okay, maybe you have to move to the master point, do now run, take the exits, use fire extinguisher that are located at some particular places. But we'll now talk more about fire safety, the kind of fire, the classes of fire, and how to fight fire, and the components that come together, the fire triangle that make up fire, and then how to fight fire, okay, like I said, and types of fire extinguisher. So we talk about generally about that. So when we talk about fire, class A, fire, class B, class E, class D, and class E or class F fire. Okay. Then the fire triangle, which comprises of the oxygen, the four, and what was the oxygen, the four, and okay. So the oxygen side is when you remove oxygen from the fire, which is called smoldering. I'm still trying to remember the third one. And the second part is before, which is starvation, when you try to remove before the substance or anything that suppresses the fire. And the third part is we have the oxygen, we have the four, how am I forgetting? And heat, okay, heat. Then the removal of heat from the triangle, which is called the cooling. So those are the three major parts, three major substances that causes fire. So how to fight fire, that's where we talk about the pass, the cool, the pain, aim at the base, speed, the liver, then sway from side to side. Then we talk about different type of fire, classes of fire, classic fire, which are caused by solid material, paper, grease, and the likes. Then class B fire, they are caused by chemical such as chemical balance. In the class C, electrical, this electrical material. Then class B, metal, uh, stuff like that. Uh, so we talk about the classes of fire and the fire extinguisher suitable for each class of fire. So that is what I can just recap now. Thank you, sir.
Okay, is that correct? Thank you very much, Jamil. That's awesome. So those that are not in class, they are not our students, isn't it? Isn't it? You guys are not
I
clapping
don't.
for Jamil.
Let me clap for you.
Those anybody that no clap minus 5 marks.
I'm clapping. Oh,
Okay, James. It's only Gloria that did not clap. Okay, noted.
I'm clapping. Oh,
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. So, how are we today?
I'm fine. Oh.
How are we today? Please, we can all
Not
unmute. I want us to
bad.
unmute. Let's talk.
I'm
How are
fine,
we
sir.
today? Yeah.
Fine, sir.
So
I'm
far
fine,
so
sir.
good. So far from what we've done so far, is there anything you would, from what we've touched, and do you have anything you want to ask me? Do you have anything you want to ask me? Please go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Blank check. Oh. Good
Good
evening, ma.
evening. Good evening, sir. How was your day, sir?
Good evening, ma. It was fine.
That's good. Okay, now we've been doing HSC, and I know all what we've been learning is to prepare us for the journey ahead. But then I'm
Hmm.
still trying to like create a picture in my mind, like okay, peradventure we want to show them, or probably when we go for interviews and we tell them that yes, we've been trained to become um, these safety officers. How
Safety
well should we like
professionals. Let's use that
safety
word.
profession? Okay, safety professionals.
Okay.
So how well
Okay.
should we like position, or
You
how
know,
should I position?
officers,
Uh-huh.
in our context in Africa, most of the time when you see officer
Okay.
means officer used to be like enforcer, like, and sometimes HSE
Oh,
is more than enforcement at the moment. We talk about management, we talk about so many things. So when you are officering, let me use it that way, is more like you are enforcing that somebody somewhere has created,
oh,
like there's a plan somewhere, there's a
okay.
there's an order somewhere and you have to put it. I don't know if I'm communicating.
Yeah,
So
yes,
I
yes,
prefer the
yes,
word
yes.
professionals. So as professional, you can do
Professionals.
many. You can be a technician, you can be a, so it's all
Okay.
encompassing.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
so go on.
So
Sorry,
how
I had to chip
no,
that in. That was why.
it's good. It's good. So I've noted it down. So how should we like position ourselves? What is to expect for them to know that okay, truly, truly, you know what you're doing and you fully understand the gravity of what you're coming here to do. So what are we to
Okay.
expect, or what am I to expect?
Okay. These are questions that are actually going to be these are things that we are going to our last class. That's I think if you look at the outline, I think I put something on that. I'm preparing you for like this thing. So I wanted it to be like a last class where we can have a thorough discussion on all of this. So we actually have a target. But one of the first thing, the only thing I will ask you so that you will still ask your question in that class. But one thing that I will say to you now is, why do you choose HSC? I think by now you should know, like, why do you choose HSC? Why among all the mentorship this thing, why did you choose HSC? There's something, and that drive, that passion. If it's about passion, I think there's no matter where you are, it's differentiates you from everybody that sees it as probably a source of income, as a job, or as this. So that passion is like if I am an interviewer, there's something I will always look out for. I can tell if you are passionate about what you are applying for, or if it's just one of those job application whereby we are just looking for. Although we all want to make ends meet, but also passion. I think we'll, but I will answer that question. I don't want to jump into it too. I don't want to jump too much on it, and I like that question. So we'll do that in our last class. It's going to be part of what I will be answering in our last class. Is that noted?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. So if you have anybody's number, tell them to enter class now because we are going to have an important group project, which is so important. So we are going to. Are we ready? Are we ready?
Mariche, sir.
Okay. Are we all ready? James,
Yeah.
Yes,
Gloria,
sir, we are ready,
Jamil,
sir.
Victory,
Yes, I'm ready, I'm
Omasan.
with you, sir. We are
Okay.
ready,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
We've had so many topics. So you have option randomly. Hazard identification and risk assessment, permit to work and toolbox. Somebody you pick one. Omasan.
Sir,
Pick one. Hazard identification and risk assessment or permit to work and toolbox stock.
I should pick one
Yes.
that I will talk about.
Just pick one first.
Hey, let me pick the hazard identification and risk assessment.
Okay. Victory.
Sir.
Hazard identification and risk assessment is gone. Permit to work and toolbox stock or accident investigation.
Permit to work.
Okay. James.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Yes, sir.
Incident investigation or emergency response plan.
Emergency response plan.
Okay, Jamil. Jamil,
Yes, sir, I'm with you, sir.
incident investigation or manual. Okay, incident investigation or fire safety and extinguishers.
Fire safety and investigations.
Okay, Victory, have I answered you?
Yes, I chose permit to work.
Okay, Gloria, have I answered you?
Sir, you've not called me.
Okay. I've not called you. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what do you want me to give you?
So I want to do hazard identification and
I I think somebody has that already.
risk assessment
Somebody
or
has that. Hazard identification and risk assessment are together.
incident investigation and
If
reporting also. Yes.
is there anybody with incident investigation and reporting?
I don't think so, sir.
Okay. So you take that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, we have new persons on the call. Kayode,
Good evening, sir. Sorry, I'm just joining in now. I just got home
you
from
pay
work.
fine. You pay fine.
I'm so sorry, sir.
You pay. I hope we've all noted our topics. Note your topic, oh. I'm coming,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
tell you what to do. Just note your
Hey,
topic. So who haven't I attended to? Shegun, right? And Simiat, are you there? Simiat, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. You have okay, I've not okay, Gloria has taken Kayode, are you there?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm here, sir.
Have you heard the word line of fire before?
Line of yes, I have.
Okay. So you are taking line of fire. Is that noted?
Line of as a topic of discussion or what's that?
I don't know, but just note that you are taking line of fire using line of fire. Just note line of fire. Is that noted?
All right, sir.
Just note what line of fire. Is that noted? Same yet.
Yes, sir.
Why do we manage HSE? Note that. Is that noted?
All right, sir.
Okay. So are we ready? So I want to see the attendance list. Write your name on the attendance. Let me see the people. Let me have everybody's list. It closes now. Nobody else is joining. Make sure your name is on the attendance. I'll be taking this attendance. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who is hazard identification and risk assessment? We are starting with you.
I'm coming. I'm writing attendance.
Is it not just your name? Copy and paste that.
I want to
Okay,
copy and paste.
I will help you guys to write attendance.
I'm coming.
Are we ready?
I'm coming, sir. Yes.
Okay. Your imagination has to be at work. Is that ready? Hello.
Yes,
I will ask
sir.
you question based on what somebody has said, though. You all should listen attentively. We are going to score the person. You guys are the one going to score from what you've learned so far. Okay. Pick a workplace. Are you noting it?
Okay, workplace. Come.
Pick a workplace, either an office, a factory, a construction site, an oil and gas, maybe doing a rigging up operations, or just pick a workspace, a workplace. Is that noted?
Yes.
Identify at least 5 hazards. Assess risk using the 5 risk assessment process. Also, give us the control measures using the hierarchy of controls. Is that noted? I'll give you 5 minutes. That's for you. You are not starting now. So who is next? Permit to work and toolbox talk. I'll give us time so that we can. I'll give us 2 minutes. I wanted to give us 10 minutes, but I think 2 minutes is fine. Is that okay? You guys are not saying anything.
Yes, sir. It's fine, sir.
2 minutes is fine, right?
Yeah, 2 minutes is fine.
Okay. Permit to work and toolbox talk.
Permit to work. Victory.
Okay. Choose a high risk job. I remembered I personally had to snap one of the permit to work I had on me that day. This permit to work topic, we did a lot of justice to it that day. You guys were okay. So choose a high risk job. Are you noting it? It could be, what are the high risk job that we mentioned that day? It could be hot work, confined space, etc.
Working at height.
Yeah. So just pick a high risk job. Develop a permit to work checklist for that task. And you are also going to deliver a toolbox talk on that job that they want to do. Is that noted?
Okay, sir.
Incident investigation. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Incident
Incident
investigation.
investigation, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Imagine an incident. Anyone. A simple incident. Anyone. Could be a minor fire, it could be wet floor. You know, anything can be an incident, isn't it? Uh-huh. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I
Okay.
need to cover my leg.
Yes, sir.
Use the fishbone analysis and suggest corrective actions and prevention. You know, when you use a fishbone analysis, what are you driving at? You are looking for the root cause, isn't it? So that's for you. Emergency response.
Yes, sir.
Are you there, sir?
I'm here. I'm here, sir. I'm with you, sir.
Okay. This should be sweet now. I think you just finished. Last week was emergency response, and it's what you did. Okay, so we have to see what you've done in your create a plan for a small workplace.
Okay.
And tell us then you do a what's it called? You do an induction for us. There's a plan for the emergency response. You do an induction for us on the emergency response that you have for your workplace. Is that noted?
Okay, sir. Noted.
Yeah. Okay. So don't forget you show the route, the muster point, emergency routes. Well, I shouldn't give you expo. That's fine. Fire safety and extinguisher.
Yes, sir.
Explain the classes of fire. Is that noted?
Noted, sir.
And demonstrate and explain the pass method. Very lucky.
All
Manual
right, sir.
handling. Did I give anybody manual handling? Jamil, Jimo. Okay, he's not there.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Why are you just joining us?
I'm sorry, sir, I had network issue. I was only able to be able to
Okay, I'll give
rectify
you
it now.
manual handling and ergonomics. Choose a task
Okay.
and suggest a safe manual handling or how you can improve the ergonomic of the task. Is that noted?
No, sir, please, can you
Choose a
rephrase the
task.
question?
Choose a task.
Okay.
It could be heavy lifting. It could be somebody working with his computer or whatever it is. Tell us about the ergonomics and the safe
Okay.
handling techniques. Whatever it is, just choose a task and tell us. Is that noted?
Yes, sir.
Line of fire. Line of fire. Line of
Yes,
fire.
I'm here, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Pick a construction or use a rig activity. Either of those
Hello, I
two.
can hear you, sir.
I'm being specific here. Then identify the risk. Okay. Identify the risk of line of fire
Hello, sir. Please,
and
can you
tell
come
us
again?
about.
My network is poor.
Pick a construction site or rig up activity or any rig activity and tell us about line of fire. Identify the risk of drop objects, pinch points. It could be drop objects, it could be pinch point or the two, or it could be a reversing let me say a reversing forklift or whatever it is. Just tell us about line of fire. Is that noted? Is that noted? I can't hear you. Okay, maybe it's network. See me at.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me? Is it my network?
I can hear
Please, somebody should talk. Any other person should talk. Let me see if it's my network.
We can hear you loud and
I can
clear.
hear
Your
you,
network
sir.
is fine. I think it's from
I
my
can
Okay.
end.
hear you. I think it's from my hand.
Okay. So I think I've answered everybody. Your network is not good. Probably you log out and log in again. Same as. So we have I'm giving you 2 minutes. So we are coming back by 5:57. I'm here. Nobody is logging out. So to
Hello, sir.
prepare
Hello,
your work.
sir. Sir,
Yes, ma.
hazard identification and risk assessment. I did not get my own network. I was
Hazard
disconnected.
identification and risk assessment.
Yes.
I said pick a workplace, either office, factory, construction site, whatever it is, just pick a workplace. Identify
Okay.
at least 5 hazards. Is that noted? Assess the
Yes,
risk
sir.
using the 5 step that I taught you guys on risk assessment process. Then also propose a control measure using the 5 hierarchy of control. Using the hierarchy of control, not 5 hierarchy of controls. So inside hierarchy of control, that's why it's now breaking down into 5. So hierarchy of control. Okay.
Okay,
We are
sir.
coming back by 5:57. Nobody's logging out. So I have 8 persons. I've copied the attendance for today. One minute to go. Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
Are we
sir.
ready?
Good evening,
Are we
sir.
ready? Are we
Yes,
ready?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So let's listen attentively. Is that noted?
Yes, sir.
So who is the first person? Who goes first? Gloria.
Hello, sir. Please, I'm sorry
Hello,
to
sir.
interrupt. I was having network issues. I have to just come outside. Please, I don't know if you can just let me run through my
You didn't get at all. Like, what was the
line
topic
of
I gave
fire.
him? I can't even remember. Line of fire.
I just line of fire. Yes, I got identify risks construction site. Something like that. I
Just
didn't really
speak.
get the other part.
Tell us
Sorry.
about line of fire.
Well,
Hmm?
okay.
And
All
suggest
right.
control measures. Just tell us about line of fire. But Gloria, you go first. Simiat, are you
Good.
here?
Hello, sir. Can I start?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
It's like our network is not. Okay. Simiat, don't worry. I will write it on the chat box so that you can read it. James, your hand is up.
Never with my mind.
Oh, okay, sorry. Maybe after Gloria,
Yes.
I'll start.
Okay.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
Okay, so I was working on incident investigation and reporting, and I'll be using fishbone diagram for this. And we know that fishbone
Do you have
diagram, they are.
presentation for us?
Yeah? Hello, sir. Oh, my network. I don't. Hello, can you hear me? Is it my
Actually, I
network?
can hear you though.
Okay.
I can hear you though.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Okay, Gloria, you have the floor. What happened just now? Is it from my end?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Most likely.
Okay. So, Gloria, you have the floor.
Okay, so from the fishbone diagram, we have 6 categories or 6 branches we'll be working with. That's 1, people; number 2, equipment; number 3, method or processes; the 4th one is environment, material, and management. So the problem here is chemical steel. Yes. So the people under the fishbone diagram, people, we have poor grip, like the workers could, like poor grip from the workers, probably during carrying the chemical during work activity. So that's number
Please come
1.
again, ma. Come again, ma.
Poor grip or poor handling of the chemical
Okay.
during work activities. That's for people. Then for
What are we
equipment,
assessing? What incident are we, what are
we are
we?
assessing, okay, there is a chemical spill which led,
Okay.
yeah, there's a chemical spill in a work
Okay.
setting which led to
Okay.
uh, near miss.
Are we following her?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
I
Yes.
am.
Okay. Because I will ask you guys question. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Go on.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So
Go on. Go on, Gloria.
that's what we are assessing, sir.
Okay.
Which the chemical spill led to let's say near miss, like a slight injury to one of the workers. So for the equipment, back to the fishbone diagram analysis. For the equipment, it could be that the container, or yes, the container, like the container in which the chemical is in, probably the equipment is not well fitted, or it's slippery, that could make the chemical fail rather. Then for method, probably the workers that's work overload, yes. The workers might have been working for a long time, so it might lead to fatigue or tiredness, which led to the chemical spill. Then the environment, that is the environment in which these workers are in, could not be well ventilated, or could not be well ventilated, or could not be well conducive for these workers. Then moving on to materials, yes. For the material, it could be that this container is not properly sealed well. Like that's from during the production of this chemical, it was not properly sealed well, which led to the spilling. Then for management, number one, I feel for management we have weak safety culture. That is, the management system did not prioritize the health, will I say yes, the health or the concern of the workers. Because if we look at from method, we saw that work overload could have caused this chemical spill because the workers have been working for a long period of time without any break or any time to relax. So this could have led to fatigue or tiredness in them, which while handling the chemical, they spilled it through the process. So for management, we have weak safety culture. Then the precautions, I wrote here, I said workers should, I said the management should ensure that there is like why that there is break. They should ensure that these workers have break in between work activities to make them relax and be able to manage fatigue so that they can properly focus and concentrate during work activities. That's what I wrote here. That's awesome. And also number two, workers should also be trained in proper handling of the equipment, because from the first category of the analysis, I wrote that poor grip or poor handling of the chemical. So this could have affected, or this could have lead to the to chemical spill in the organization, in the industry. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Can
Hello, sir. Are you there?
I think his network is lagging a bit.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Miss Gloria.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, what did you say your root cause was for your after carrying out your fishbone analysis?
The root cause, weak
Yeah.
safety culture from the management.
Okay. Thank you.
I didn't get you, Gloria. You said what? The root cause?
I said weak safety culture, and it stems from the management.
Okay, okay. Weak safety culture and what?
Like it's from the management, like it stems from the management, or will I say management with safety
Okay,
culture?
okay, okay. Thank you.
I think I was out network. What was happening?
Yes, you were out for a bit. We're actually discussing
So
with
what was
Gloria.
happening? What was happening?
We're
Okay,
discussing with
okay. You guys
Gloria.
were discussing Gloria. Okay. Few minutes now. What were you guys discussing?
No, I
I was
wanted to know.
callers.
So I wanted her to like pinpoint what her root cause was while after carrying out her fishbone analysis, and she has shared her knowledge with us.
Okay, okay. So Gloria,
Yes,
what's
sir.
happening to my network today?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay,
Oh,
that means I'm staying. You guys can still hear me, right?
yes,
Loud
we
and
Because
clear.
can.
like you didn't tell us
Most
what
Can
you
hear
definitely.
didn't really.
loud
Okay, you didn't tell us what fishbone is. Okay, you didn't tell us. You didn't. I was expecting some definition like um what incident is, what fishbone, what
Oh,
is the fishbone. Because I just hear fishbone. I don't even know what fishbone is. Don't even understand. But
can I?
so I think okay, please let us fill us in.
Okay, sir. Um, incident.
Hmm,
Incident is an event that could include accidents or near misses that might not
okay,
directly cause harm to
okay.
others,
So
to
if it causes harm, that means it's not incident.
because it's an accident, sir.
Okay. So that means an accident cannot be an incident.
Um, an accident is an
Yes.
incident. An incident is not an accident.
Okay. Okay, go on. We are listening. We are listening. Okay.
Okay. So the essence of incident investigation and yes, the essence of carrying out incident investigation is to prevent the occurrence of accidents in the organization or in the industry rather. So then we moved on to
Okay.
okay, in incident investigation and reporting, we have the 5 whys. Yes, we have the 5 whys of carrying out an incident investigation. So let's take a look at, for example, the chemical spill in this organization. So you ask
Okay.
the first question: why did the chemical spill? So the answer could be okay because the worker was tired, or we can say because the worker didn't handle the chemical well. So that's for the first why. Then for the second
Okay.
why, you say why didn't the worker or why was the worker tired, or why didn't the worker handle the chemical like the chemical container well during
Okay.
work activities. So the response to that can be okay, can say because the worker was tired, or we can say because the worker, or we can say the working activities is not really conducive or does not suit the worker.
Okay.
Or that's
So one Y is
over.
leading to another Y.
Yes, sir. So
Okay.
then there are
Okay.
five whys rather. So the third why
Okay.
now, you can say, okay, why has or why is the worker working for, why is the working system not conducive for the worker, or why is the worker working for a long period of time, or why is there no break for the worker? Then you answer, okay, why is the worker working for a longer period of time? So we say probably because there is a lot of job to be done that particular day. Yes, so that could be an answer to that. Or we can also say because there's no break during work activities. And the fourth one, then you ask a question. You ask, why is why has the worker been working for a long period of time, or why is there no break during work activities? So then that's now when we get the answer. This stems from
Okay.
um this stems from the management. Yes, the management did not really position the work system to suit both work input and the worker's safety or the worker's health, which led to that chemical spill that happened. So then
Okay.
we move on to fishbone diagram. So in the fishbone diagram, it's designed like a fish or something like a skeleton, something. So we have 6 categories or 6 branches. Number one is people. Second one is equipment or machine. The third one is method or processes. The fourth one is environment. The fifth one is material. The sixth one is management. So from this scenario now that we have chemical spill during work activities or while the worker is working, the first one is people. Ask yourself what could probably cause, or what is the human factor that play a role here. Number one, we have okay, poor grip or poor handling of chemical. Yes, the worker might not handle this chemical properly, or the work.
Okay.
Another factor there is the worker is tired, or the worker might be tired, which led to the worker to lose focus during this work activities. Then the second category from the fishbone diagram is the equipment. So the equipment, that's the container. What could go wrong in this? That it's either the container was not properly manufactured well, probably they did not seal the handle well, or the container might be wet. Yes, the container might be wet. Why? Yes, the container might be wet. That's for that. Then method means like, the activities or I don't know how to put it. But anyways, in methods we can have no break. Like there's no break during work activities. There's no break between work activities for the workers to
Okay.
relax and refresh themselves before they continue the next job or that needs to
Okay.
be done. Or
Thank
we
you
could
very
also have,
much.
okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you. You guys should
you, sir.
clap for her. You guys should clap for her. It shows you have an understanding of the topic. I decided to go random like that so that I know that okay, yeah, we are doing. I just want to know how far on all of the topics. If you have any question on that topic, can you ask your question now? So Gloria will answer us in the next 1 minute. I will answer you too, but if you have any question on the topic, please go ahead. Any
Not from
question?
my answer.
Gloria, it's like you are threatening them in DM, Abby.
No,
It's like
sir.
you are,
No,
No
sir.
comment.
I can't afford.
Absolutely not. Like she broke it down to how we can understand.
okay, okay. Any other person? Do you know, Gloria, there's a weakness from what you just present. Are you ready?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Ah, you can't talk about incident investigation without talking about the legal aspect.
Mm.
I think I mentioned that it is one of the legal thing that you must do because when there's an incident, it is a legal requirement that you report it. Is that not? Did I mention something like that in the class?
Yes, you did that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
you
So
sir.
did.
whenever you're talking about incident or whatever, whenever probably you're an interview and you are being asked about incident, please don't forget the legal parts. Is that noted?
Yes,
It's one of the
saluted.
things
Yes,
that makes
sir.
it
Well
because
noted.
that's why you see when you see Dangote, immediately they are releasing a press statement immediately when something happens. It's not that they just want to because they will want to cover their company name, but there are some things they are legal. These are legal requirements. So that's why when we say
Okay. Okay, sir.
moral reason why people do this thing, most of the time we just think they are doing this thing for moral reasons. Most of the time they are doing it for the legal reasons. And this is one of the things that we use as this HSE professional to make sure our and whichever industry we are working to make sure they do the right thing. By the time you tell them there is a legal requirement, you start seeing them trembling. They want to do what is right. They don't want to fall. They don't want to be sanctioned. Is that well understood?
Yes, clear.
Noted.
Duly
Understood, sir.
noted. Duly noted.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Also, when you are talking about incident investigation, I think in the class I also mentioned the roles and responsibility. Who does what and who does this? What the regulator
Ah,
do, what the HSE. Did I mention that in the class too?
most definitely did. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Their role
Okay.
should be
Yes,
defined.
sir.
Yeah.
Good
So,
answer.
a very good presentation. Thank you very much for that. I'm giving you a thumbs up.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So who's next? That was Gloria, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. James,
Yes, sir.
please, you have the floor. You have 10 minutes. You have
Yeah.
less than 10 minutes.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. Good
Five
evening, everyone.
minutes. Good
Yes, sir.
evening. Please answer him. Oh, he's our lecturer.
Okay.
If you have any
Good
question,
Good
ask
evening,
him.
evening,
lecturer
Mr.
James.
James.
Mhm.
Good
Good evening,
Good
sir.
evening.
evening.
Good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, lecturer
Great.
James.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, so my question was create a plan for small workplace and do an induction for every one of us. So I'll be taking.
We are here now. We are coming to your
Yes,
facility, right? So
yes,
please
sir.
take us around, tell us about it, and yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, now
Okay, go
my
ahead.
facility is actually a school, a secondary school. So welcome to Diamond Stars International Secondary School. Imaginary
Nice,
address.
nice.
So it's Tombia Roundabout, number 2 Tombia Roundabout, Bayelsa State. Um, I'll be taking you on the emergency plan for this secondary school. So I am the HSE officer for this secondary school. So welcome to our facility. So we have an
Welcome,
organizational
sir.
statement backing our emergency response plan. So Diamond Stars International School, we all our teachers, students, parents, and visitors like you within our school premises the duty of care to ensure that you go back home safely. So it is in this view that we developed this emergency response plan as part of our plan to take responsibility in ensuring that each and every one of us go back home in a safe condition. So the goals and objective of this emergency response plan is not limited to one, to save lives, to protect property and environment, to reduce panic and confusion among people within this facility, to reduce injuries, and finally to meet up with legal requirements. So, what is actually an emergency response? An emergency, actually. An emergency is an unexpected situation that threatens life, health, property, or the environment. So, this plan, emergency response plan itself, is a kind of a step-by-step procedures designed to ensure that everyone within this facility go back home in a safe condition. So if you observe within our
facility. The plan here is actually streamlined to medical emergency plan and fire plan. Why? It's because of the nature of this our facility here, because there are different kinds of emergency like the gas leakage, oil spillage, security emergencies. But due to the nature of this our facility and people that are within this facility, we have to streamline it to medical emergency and the fire emergency. So I'm going to start with the fire, with the medical emergency. There are different roles and responsibilities of individuals in this facility when an emergency arises. Why? It's just like I said before now, to ensure that there is reduction in injury, to ensure that people actually respond quickly and in an organized manner. That is why we come up with the rules and responsibilities of individual. And we have an alarm system in this facility, and we have 4 muster points in this facility. So if you are entering from the front gate, you will observe that there are 2 muster points by the left and by the right hand side, which are visible once you come into the facility from the front gate. And if you are also leaving from the back gate, you also observe that there are also 2 muster points there. So these are visible. So in case of any form of emergency, we have a fire alarm system here, which is being triggered at, sorry to say, we have 4 floors in this our facility. In the classroom, we have 4 floors in the classroom blocks. We have 4 floors. If you observe, we have the ground floor, the second floor, the third floor. So in each of the floors, we have fire extinguishers, the ABC fire extinguishers at each of the floor, 4 for each floors actually, so that in case there is any form of emergency, the emergency response team can easily respond to you. So what are the procedures that we actually have on ground when there is a fire alarm? First of all, once there is a fire alarm, we have already trained our fire response team. But since you are new in this facility and I'm inducting you, once there is a fire incident, what you are expected to do is to trigger the nearest fire alarm system. So once you trigger the nearest fire alarm system, the fire alarm is going to ring, and everybody is expected to walk briskly to the various muster points, just like I've discussed. Follow the exit path there. If you check within, if you are entering any of our blocks, you will discover that there's actually a visible exit. It's colored red, it's colored green with an individual kind of trying to move. Yeah. So that's it. So once there's any fire emergency, we are expected to move briskly. Don't run too fast, don't move too slowly. Move to the various muster points where the leader of the emergency team will come down to take the head count. And just like as you enter the building, you discover that you take attendance. So it's from that attendance, the logbook, that we check whether the number of persons at the various muster points is equal to the number of persons that came in. We already have a record of our students from our teachers, so that is not an issue for us to actually take the head count for our students. But as a visitor, as a parent entering, we take our head count from the logbook. So after that, once you gather there, just like I said, we have a response team. So that response team, they are the ones that are trained to extinguish the fire. Then,
Okay,
in
sir.
terms of, sir, is my time up, sir?
No, we are no, sir. You are talking to us now. We are answering you, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. I hope I'm communicating because it's only our facilitator I'm hearing. Am I communicating to
No, you are the
others?
facilitator here. Oh.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So, as I was saying now, that is for the fire emergency. Then for the medical emergency is almost the same procedure, but we have the school nurse here on ground, a trained medical personnel. So once there is any form of medical emergency, you raise the alarm, then the school nurse is being alerted to come and attend to the person, render the necessary first aid treatment. We also have our first aid kit, which is stationed at the school clinic. So once there's any medical emergency, she is being alerted. Once you tell a teacher, we have a megaphone here where we quickly draw the attention of the nurse. So your duty as you are in this facility is to report to the nearest teacher. So that teacher quickly calls the nurse, and the nurse quickly responds to the medical emergency. But once it's beyond her capacity, we already have a stationed ambulance where we quickly take that individual to the hospital. That is on a
Time up.
rare, serious cases, sir. So
Time
these
up.
are our emergency. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we can visit you. We can tour your facility now. Thank you, sir. So
Yes, sir.
anybody have a question for James? Are you guys there?
Ah,
Yes, so if
Yes,
yes,
sir.
Yes,
Are
sir.
with
yes,
you, sir.
the role play was given.
And do they have?
hello, sir.
I can hear you. Probably it's
Sir,
his
I said how
network.
many exits
Okay.
do they have in the
Oh, I
facility?
didn't. Okay. Yes. Okay. For the admin block, we
James,
have.
that's not for you. I'm asking
Okay, sir.
Abdurrahman.
Sorry, sir.
Abdurrahman, please. How many exits do they have?
Um, Good evening, sir. I think the specific number of exits
Good
wasn't
evening, sir.
mentioned in his presentation.
Okay. Is
Uh,
that correct,
the,
Gloria? Gloria,
Sir?
Jamil.
Yes, sir. That's very correct. The number of exits was not part of the response. Maybe it was skipped.
Mm. Okay. Oh, Gloria, is that true?
Yes, sir.
Omasan, is that true? I know those that are here and those that are not here. Okay. James mentioned two exits. I was following. He mentioned two exits. That was why I said we should listen and listen attentively. We are in his
Front gate and back
facility.
gate.
He, he has just put us
Yes, sir.
through an induction. So now, if we don't even know the two exits that he mentioned, now what do we do now when there's an emergency? Where do we now go to when we don't even know the place where there's exit? He mentioned it, but we were not attentive enough. Let me put it that way. Not that. Okay. So, do you have any question for James?
My one question will be about the fire alarm where he said when fire comes up, that someone should trigger maybe press an alarm system so that everybody in the building can know that there is fire. So I'm thinking most fire alarm system are mostly automatic, whereby where there is flame or where the temperature of the place gets higher, that is when it trigger automatically. So the only time mostly that someone have to trigger an alarm is not like majorly in terms of fire, because when there is fire, yeah, there will be kind of panic. Then you just have to control yourself, stop whatever you are doing, and move out of the building. I yes, shout fire, fire, fire. You might
Okay.
not really have that patience or have that time to go to wherever the fire alarm is for you to trigger it. So I don't know if that is part
Okay.
of it. If there is automatic and also you can still press it, or it's just the employee, or if I'm there, I'm the one that we have to press it. So if
Okay. We need
if
to be
James can
fast
just
about
throw
this.
more light about it, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. James, do you want to react to that?
Well, yes, I'm still learning. Yes, and
Okay.
it's a good one that he came up with that one, because there's actually automatic fire alarm
Alarm
system.
system.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Nice.
actually.
Shegun, your hand is up.
Yes, sir. So,
Okay. Please be fast. 30
yes, I want.
seconds.
Yes, James, thank you so much. It was really a powerful one. I just wanted to say that probably we can also include security threats as part of an emergency. Since even in school, with current happenings
Mm.
around, a lot of security issues around. So, I think security emergency is one of the emergencies that we can also put in place. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Jamil. Thank you, Shegun. Thank you for that. So, any reaction to his it may not be a question, any reaction to his presentation before I react. Victory, Gloria, Omasa, Abdurrahman. Okay. So, okay, that's fine. So, Mr. James, you were given a very thank you for that wonderful breakdown. It was nice. It was it shows that you were able to connect those dots of what we spoke on during an emergency and fire safety. But you didn't tell us about fire. I was thinking maybe you find a way to tell us about how to fight fire, because I think that's part of the topic I gave out. That's like you didn't tell us about the pass. You didn't find a way to tell us about the pass. You didn't tell us about fire triangle. You didn't tell us about the fire classes. Shegun, your hand is still up. Are you asking a question or is still okay? So you didn't tell us, are you noting it, James?
Yes, I
So you
am.
didn't tell us about the fire triangle, the fire classes, fire extinguisher types. Those were the things I was expecting. I want you to hammer on them. Then you didn't tell us about the I think you major most on the emergency response plan, which is very, very fine. It shows that you are well grounded in that emergency response. And that was our last class, and that was very fine. So your focus was too much on the emergency response plan. What was the role of the visitors during the emergency? I think you didn't mention that. What's the legal requirement for emergency? You didn't tell us about the legal. In everything you are doing in HSE, always know how to connect it to legal, because this is one of the ways when you are always talking, when you are preaching moral and the financial thing to management or whatever it is, make sure you connect it to legal requirements, because there's always legal. That's the essence. There's legal requirement for almost everything. That is one of the ways we try to enforce to make sure that even when nobody is watching, people are doing what is right. Is that noted, sir?
Yes, sir. Noted, sir.
Mm,
Okay.
mm.
Thank you, sir.
So is that do you have any question for me? James.
No question. I think
Okay.
some of my
Okay.
questions you've answered it, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Jimo, are you ready for us?
Good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
All right. Good evening,
So,
everybody.
good evening, sir.
Uh,
Good evening,
You have
sir.
5 minutes, sir.
Good
okay,
evening,
sir.
sir.
But just take your time. But take your time. Go ahead.
Okay.
I hope we are
I was
learning.
given.
This is reminding us those topic. Wherever we have our issues, ask the question in it, and I just want us to go around the topics and be sure. At random, it shows that if you can do something at random, it shows that we are okay. So, Jimo, sorry for
Yes,
that.
sir.
Go on, sir.
Okay. I was given a task to choose any task and identify the economics and the safe handling techniques. I hope that's right, sir.
Ergonomics. Yes.
Okay.
Ergonomics, isn't
Ergonomics.
it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've chosen a task, and the task that I choose is handling and storing hazardous chemicals, handling
Okay,
and
sir.
storing hazardous chemicals. So, first and foremost, I will be starting with the handling and the storage of hazardous chemicals. Or before that, what are hazardous chemicals? So these are substances like flammable liquids, corrosive acids, and toxic gases that can harm people or the environment, the particular place that you are working.
Okay.
So when handling hazardous chemicals, there are many steps to take. And the first step is, first of all, you do a risk assessment. You do a risk assessment, probably to identify the the category the category of the hazardous chemical. Is it flammable? Is it corrosive? Is it toxic? So it is after this identification that one will be able to put the necessary safety measures in place. So that is one. So now the next thing is to plan the kind of PPE to use. So after identifying the the category of a hazardous chemical, the next thing is uh, to choose a properly fitted PPE. This could be a chemical corrosive glove, a chemical corrosive goggles, so on and so forth. And also, before putting on these PPEs, there's a need for you to ensure that the PPEs are in good condition, because you cannot afford to risk using a ton chemical corrosive glue to handle hazardous chemicals, thinking that you'll be protected. So you need to ascertain that your PPE are in good conditions. So that is for that. So quickly for the ergonomics, um, yeah, for the hello, can you hear
Is
me?
that my network?
Hello, sir.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
All right. So, sorry, I went off for a while.
Okay.
So, like I was
Okay,
saying,
sir.
for the
His network.
Oh,
hello,
is that from
Mr.
my end? It's like I can't
hello,
Mr.
hear
hello.
Jimo.
anything.
I think the
Okay.
network is from his end.
Hello, Ramon. Your network is breaking. I don't know. Your line is
Hello.
breaking.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me clearly now?
I
Yes,
can hear
yes.
you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So for the ergonomics, so you need to plan for the the materials that you're going to use to handle these hazardous chemicals. Um, Take for instance, store drums, the store drums that you can store your hazardous chemicals in to prevent spills and other related hazards.
Okay.
So, and in conclusion, so the ergonomics and the safe handling of hazardous chemicals is very, very vital, especially in my own organization, because often my organization uses various hazardous chemicals, and employees are often exposed to these chemicals. So there is a need to put a solid plan in place in handling these chemicals so as to minimize accidents and emergencies. So handling, creating a solid ergonomics plan and safe handling plan for hazardous chemicals is not just about protecting people, it's also about protecting the reputation of the organization and to avoid sanctions and violations from regulatory bodies. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Martin.
Hello, is it my network?
Hello, guys.
Hello, sir. I think you were off for a while. Can you hear us, sir?
Yes, I can hear you guys. I'm done with the presentation.
Yeah, yes, we know.
It's Mr.
I think our mentor has a network issue.
I believe I'm still on this call, right? Just assume I've just
Yes, you are.
What do you say?
okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I just wanted to be sure that I'm still in this class because everyone was so quiet. So, is
You're
there a
in
way
the
to
class.
notifying
You can
that?
hear each other now.
Yeah, okay, yes, I can hear you. I can
Thank you
hear
for bringing that up because everywhere is just silent. And if it is to be a
you.
normal class, we know how it
Ah,
will come. Whenever the
yeah.
instructor is not in class, there's noise everywhere. Registering, blah, blah, blah.
Yes,
So
so
you are a noise maker. We will take names of noise makers. So.
It is
thank
allowed.
you. Thank you,
Making
Mr.
noise is
Jamil.
allowed.
Always being the one to remind us of what we were taught last week. Mr. Jamil, our class rep.
Hmm? What do you think?
Eh, Thank you for
The
always.
network was breaking. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Répétez.
I said thank you for always reminding us of what we were taught last week. Or
Répétez
our.
encore. Répétez encore.
Thank you.
It's
Not
like
easy.
sometimes, you just have to say something, even though if you are saying rubbish.
But thank God you don't always say rubbish, so it's always spot on. So that's a good one.
Aww.
That's a good one.
Aww. I'm blushing.
Always on point, Daniel.
You guys
uh,
should not forget that you are alive. Oh.
no problem now. It's when it's working. That doesn't mean
No,
absolutely. And how many people goes back to the recordings? Okay, if you know you've gone back to any of this recording, raise your hand.
I have gone back. I
Eh,
was not listening. I was not following. So I was not around. So I went back.
it's for no problem. It's for those that attend classes, but
Don't worry,
many a times.
those people will understand when they reach this level. They will know there's something wrong in
Even
class.
apart from that, sometimes you might forget. Like maybe you've forgotten
Oh,
something. Go back now.
yeah, I think I feel you. But many a times for
Vigilance,
me,
best students.
yeah, I just jot down. Once I see the sentence, I will know what was discussed that day. Many a times I just jot, like, I don't know. I just, because going back to listen to even an hour, even 30 minutes, ordinary
Actually,
voice for 2 minutes, I can't even listen. I'll tell you to type it because reading for me is faster than
yeah.
listening to you. So going back to the classes is not quite easy for me because I'll not feel the vibe. It's already recorded. I cannot put in my own idea. What's love,
Eh,
love.
From my own side, I can't even.
that's good on your part though, because for
Yes,
me, I just
from my own part, I can't even imagine or see myself hearing my voice. I'll be like, oh, this Justin.
Yeah, yeah.
what I normally do when it gets when it gets to the part that I'm going to talk, I just forward it because it's kind of
No, 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 no. We should be confident in what we say. Say it to your full chest. Own
Thank
it,
God it's not.
yes.
Thank God it's not just me. I thought I'm the
no.
only one.
No, no. Get used to listening to yourself, honestly, like you should actually.
Everyone will
Okay.
fall.
Our mentor is on the call.
So you guys are gossiping me.
No,
Okay.
hey,
Is it me or everybody?
Yes, sir.
Everybody.
we're just
It was
discussing.
everybody.
Yes, it was everybody.
Okay.
Ah,
What now happened? The network just, or it's just me? 'Cause I don't understand
Okay,
what just happened.
it's
I think
just you, sir.
Just me.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Eh, Jimo, you are the one, Abi. You don't want me. Okay, nice one. Nice one. Jimo, are you there?
Wait, ma, mute my mic.
Abdurrahman, are you there? It's like it's not here. Okay,
I think it's not
have we
that.
reacted to Jimo's okay, have we reacted to Jimo's presentation? Did you guys speak to him?
Yes, I got some points down, sir.
Okay, okay.
Same here.
So
I was able to point one or two things.
what was our okay, okay. I wish I was in class. Okay, I'll go and watch it later. So Jimo, are you there? Are you back? Abdurrahman? Abdurrahman? Okay, it's not in class.
Abdurrahman.
Okay, let me point out some things. Are we together? Are we together?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir. We are
sir.
together.
Yes, yes,
I'm
sir,
with
we
you,
are
sir.
together, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
the topic for Abdurrahman is on what? Is on manual handling and economics,
Yes,
isn't
sir.
it?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Um, um,
So I really wish he's here, but probably will watch the video later from where he stopped. So that is why I'm doing this. If not, I would have waited, but I know it's being recorded and you can go back and watch it. So Abdurrahman, if you are watching this, I expect you to explain what manual handling means, because that's like the heading of your topic. I also expect you to introduce what ergonomics is. Okay? So, like I said,
Oh, it's network again. And there is light though.
You don't have light
So,
in your location.
no, there's no light here. My location, no light.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other side of area.
Ikorodu. United States of Ikorodu.
Okay.
Hmm.
The network has not been favorable for facility tomorrow.
I think it's a Monday thing. Monday is just meant to just make things moody, but we
Yeah.
refuse. We refuse. Oh.
Somebody have been on LinkedIn, Gloria.
yeah, he called me.
What's
Have
happening?
been so active on LinkedIn.
He said, I didn't get that.
As in,
You are
I've
not
been
active
observing
on.
you. I said you
I'm
have
not
been
active.
so active on LinkedIn.
Okay.
As in, you are active, 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 active.
Uh-uh.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I'm just used to it.
I don't know
It's kind of like
about
WhatsApp thing.
you.
You get.
Wow, that's cute. That's really nice. That's
Thank
really
you.
nice.
Thank you.
When I rectify my LinkedIn account, I would maybe start up that too. Because I've had so many things that I've done that I've never uploaded yet.
What
I
happened to
don't
your
know.
LinkedIn?
It got
That's
hacked.
good.
So and I'm trying to
Yeah,
shocking, yeah.
you're not the only one.
That's how
This my
that's how
friend,
it was doing
this
like
one
a
I think
dream.
really.
Wow.
My previous one was I was more active in that one.
Ah,
It was a painful
I
experience for
think
me.
I think if your account is probably verified, the rate of hacking might be, little. But to verify
really?
the account is always very difficult because my account is not verified too. So I'm scared.
I think it's
Oh,
carelessness on my own side because I didn't really do the two-step verification stuff. So that's where the person actually got me. So I've taken note of that. So as soon as I rectify, no, as soon as I get the plastic NIN card, I'm definitely going to claim the account back. I'm not letting it go. No. Because I'm not even able to open another one. That's the
Yeah,
funniest thing.
that's
I'm not
LinkedIn
able.
policy. Once you
I'm
have
not
an
able to
account,
open
you
another one.
can't open that one. And it's so
So I
bad.
have to claim it. So I have to claim that one back. By
Yeah.
God's grace, before the end of this year, I'm going to claim that account back. I will have that time very well. You should wait for me. Oh. Victory is coming.
Wait,
wow.
I don't even NIN, like the plastic form of NIN. Like, is it
Yes, that's
available?
what they want. Yes, in my vicinity, it is. I actually made an inquiry and she said yes. So it's very close by and it's quite affordable,
Is
surprisingly.
affordable.
Yeah,
Which means I will
on
have to
my
go
own
blind
end.
so I
Yeah,
can verify
so
my account too. Because to verify it's not that easy. They will say you have to have NFC,
Ah.
NFC.
Hello, guys.
Hello, sir.
Sir,
I
come
don't know
back,
Welcome.
what's
come back,
happening
sir.
though. It's like you guys are conniving with my network.
No, sir.
No, we have no hand in that, sir.
There's
No
Andy.
hand whatsoever, sir.
So is Abdulrahman back on the call?
Yes, sir, I'm back.
Okay. Abdulrahman.
Sir.
Okay. So I don't know if they have related what I said to you.
No, sir, they haven't. I'm just joining in.
Okay. So I want us to wrap this up very soon. So are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So as I was saying, you are giving the manual handling and economics, isn't it?
Yes, sir, yes.
I expect you to explain what manual handling is. Okay.
Mm,
I also expect you
mm.
to introduce what economics is. So I expect you to talk more on those manual handling and economics. So I now give you a workplace. So what you are now going to tell, what you should do is to tell us about how how many workplace injuries, how people get injured by not practicing manual handling the right way, by not having an economically safe place. Using your scenario, you give me a scenario. You tell me about. You should talk about the legal reasons for doing all of those things. Why economic and manual handling is a legal requirement? How does it? How can you relate it to being a legal requirement? Because in one of the ways, in one way or the other, they get to affect our health. And once it affects our health, it becomes a legal issue. Is that noted?
Yes, I noticed, sir.
Okay. So I also expect you to tell me about some risk
Yes,
factor in manual handling. What can happen when you are doing manual handling, whereby from the task, whereby you can twist your hand from the task, you can twist your hand on the economics part, whereby repetitive movements can affect people and all of those things. These are the things I expect you to talk about. You also tell us about how people should lift because it's manual handling. You tell us how people can lift something safely. Is that noted? So these are what I was expecting. So overall, that's a good one. So I just want to be sure that we've understood these topics and we've understood them in depth, that we can even now transfer that knowledge to other persons. Is that noted? So I'm using my phone
sir.
now because my network, I don't know what's happening with the system and network. So that will be that. So with that, we'll go to the next person. This should be 5 minutes, please. Gloria or Victory? I think one of you. Victory. Victory, you have the floor.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Good evening, everyone. So I'm going to be taking you all on permit to work and toolbox talk. So before I dive right into what permit to work and toolbox talks all about, so what is permit to work? Permit to work is actually a formal written document that is used to like tell us what work is to be done, then the hazard involved and the precautions to be taken. So this permit to work is just giving us an overview of what work is being done at the moment and ensure that we are safe enough to carry out those tasks and you have the essentials to carry out that task. So for two bus talk, two bus talk is more like giving a small prep talk just maybe after your job hazard analysis. So it's just for you to now give a talk, not more than probably 5 minutes, just a shotgun meeting to communicate the control to the crew to ensure that everybody has their hand on deck in ensuring that they play their role and their taxes well so as the job will be done successfully. So for the permit to work now, okay, so I'll be carrying out a scenario for hot work. So now I have my slip with me. So I am the permit issuer. That is, I am the one, the safety professional that would be supervising the work. That is the safety professional supervising the work. So you are the, okay, let's say Mr. Tunde is the permit holder. That's the person carrying out this work. What's the work we're doing is actually a hot work, and it's for a glass blowing company. So I'm just going to streamline it to a glass blowing company. So he came. So I'm asking him questions like, okay, based on the information that is on the permit to work, okay, I'll ask questions like, okay, do you have your safety gloves? Okay, he says, and probably even advise him to even bring them over when I'm asked. That's the ones that are mobile enough to bring them over. Okay, so we can check if they're actually safe for usage or can be used again. So if they are not, of course, replacement would be, there'll be a replacement of each and every of the equipment. I hope I'm still audible so that I don't just talk. Okay.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So yeah, so the classmate I ask questions like, okay, do you have a safety mask? Because of course, when you're carrying out glass blowing tasks, glass blowing is about crafting glasses into different shape for different purposes. For instance, all those scientific those cylinders, measuring cylinder, beakers, and hands. So it's actually a glass blower that carries out that task, and it's going to be making use of a lot of flame and gases. You'll be seeing gases like bitumen, oxygen in its facilities. So yes, so yeah, so the permit to work, I'll be asking, okay, is your verb working just fine? Okay, yes, okay. Do you have your gloves? Yes. Do you have your safety masks? That's the glass, that's special masks. I forgot what they call it. But when we eye goggle, then this face mask, the metal one that has the transparent glass. I don't know what it's called, but there's that stuff they will put on their face to protect the whole face. Then probably an overall to a very thick overall. The ones specialized for glass blowing that will be thick enough to in case of molten glass coming on the skin so it doesn't get to burn the person. Okay, do you have that on? Do you have your overall on? Of course, if he says yes, okay, we'll tick that. Oh, we'll be making there'll be noise when it comes to maybe you want to cut something, the machine will make a lot of noise. Do you have your ear muff or your ear protection? Say okay, if he says yes, no problem. Okay, we tick that. You have your eye protection, you tick that. You have a face shield, tick that. Okay, then then we have to now include, okay, once that has been sorted out and probably provided with the necessary PPE or equipment to be needed for that task, it will be now be assigned. Okay, today our target is to produce 20 measuring cylinders and 50 beakers. Diamond Star School has already ordered. They want to use it to uh, furnish their lab or stock their labs. Okay, fine. That's our task today. So this is our target. Mr. Tunde, you are the permit holder. So probably he didn't come. Okay, the permit applicant, whoever that went to order for the permit to work on behalf of Mr. Tunde, but he's not going to be the one to collect it. Of course, it seems that Tunde himself that's come and collect the permit to work himself. But a permit applicant can apply for the permit on behalf of. But then this permit to work, we have photocopies, not photocopies, like copies behind it, where it has that ink that just like writes repeatedly to other pages. So one will be given to the permit holder, the safety professional will hold one, then one will be pasted on the permit board. So everybody knows that, oh, this is the job that is ongoing at the moment. So once he gets that, then of course normally the job hazard assessment is supposed to come after, where everybody that's also going to be assisting him, everybody that will be working together to carry out that task, we sit down and we discuss, okay, what are the possible hazards that were likely to likely to happen during the course of this. Okay, there could be fire outbreak, of course, because we're dealing with hot stuff, gases. Maybe the valve is not wear out of the valve and it causes explosion because probably the gas was leaking. Very dangerous. At that point in time, your PP might not even save you. So the PP might not save him. So we have to now discuss, okay, all right, the molten glass too. Are we sure that this so-called overall was resistant to this heat? Because we don't want a situation whereby the person gets burnt by this molten glass. Okay, the scraps of this glass might fall and can form smooth balls that can cause slipping. So in that case now, PPE might not be able to save you because there might not be any fall resistance on that. So that can cause a fracture from on Mr. Tunde's part and the like. So, okay, what are the measures we can use to prevent that? Okay, at every point in time, after carrying out, we have to ensure that, okay, we have to clean those scraps of the glasses before we go or ahead with our work to prevent such. So we highlight the hazard that could happen during the course of the tax. Then the toolbox talk, like I said earlier, is actually like a 5 minutes, not supposed to take long, just sharp, sharp. Good morning, everybody. Then, okay, this is our mission for today. Okay, we have to produce 20 measuring cylinders and 50 beakers to this Diamond Star score. They want to use it for their lab. This. Okay. Mr. Tunde, you are the one that will be carrying out the tax. Miss Sandra, you'll be the one to be monitoring the valve, ensure that it does not exceed because we never can tell, God forbid. That's why the fact we've checked everything and we still realize that the valve that we thought was a-okay suddenly decides to misbehave. We want the flame to come out small. Before you know, it's coming out beyond control. We don't want that. So you'll be the one to monitor the valve for us. So ensure you are stationed there. Please don't go if in case you want to go for bathroom breaks, please inform Mr. Chinedu that, okay, oh, I'm going for bathroom break. Please stand in for me. Please don't leave there. Don't leave that place vacant. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Clement, good morning, sir. Okay, you'll be in charge of blowing. As it's blowing the glass, you have to ensure that the glass, as is the scraps of the glass that falls on the floor, you ensure that you try as much as possible to probably knit it up so that when it's coming back to that place, it doesn't slip on those glass, because once this molten glass falls on the floor, it becomes smooth and forms small balls, and even your shoe, despite the fact it has teeth, it can still slip because it's round. So please, you have to watch out for those glasses. Once you see that it's too much, you can quickly notify Mr. Tunde to just hold on. You can knit up, and it's my time up. I got carried away. So
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you
okay.
very much.
All
Please,
right.
any reaction to that? Let's be fast. Time is fast spent. Any reaction to that?
Okay, sir. It's it's a wonderful presentation. Thank you, man. Victory. But there was something I discovered, I observed, in terms
Okay.
of she's confusing permit to work and pep talk. I think toolbox talk and pep talk. I think toolbox talk is different from pep talk. Pep talk is more like a motivational talk, while toolbox talk is a safety talk, a short safety talk that highlights that is specific to the task that is to be carried out for that day. That's my own contribution there.
Okay,
Thank you,
sir.
Victor.
Duly noted, sir. Thank you, sir. All right.
Any other
I just wanted
person
to
wants
just create a
to
scenario, but it's fine.
react to that? Any other person? Any other person? Is anybody reacting?
I can hear you though. I don't know about the others.
Yes, we can hear you too. I don't have any addition or subtraction.
Hear you too as well, sir.
It was a very wonderful presentation. Please let me clap for her. Do you want me to react to that? Is she there? Okay, so who have not presented? Is there anybody here that has not presented? I think everybody has presented.
I have
Omasa,
not presented, sir.
where were you since? I've
Presented
not
though.
been seeing you.
So
Yes, I
I've
have
not
In
not
class.
presented.
presented, sir.
You did not call me. You just
Omasa, okay, I know you are here, but Shagun, you were not in class since. Where were you?
uh,
You are not in class.
I've been in the class. I've been in the class. Just our network has just been very funny on from my own hand.
Okay. Okay, so
Yes,
I'm
sir.
calling Omasa, please. You have 5 minutes. Please go ahead.
okay. Good evening, everyone. Please, can
Good
you all
evening.
hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Good evening.
Please
Yes, we
Um.
carry
can hear
on.
you.
Okay. I'll be talking about hazard identifications and risk assessment. What's hazard? Anything that has potential that can cause harm. Then risk. Risk means the likelihood that an hazard will cause harm. We have different categories of hazard. We have the physical, the ones you can see around. Then we have the chemical, the biological. Then we have the physiosocial, yeah, hazards. Okay, we have different types of risk. Since we are talking about risk assessment, we have different types of risk. The first step is identifying the hazards. Then the second step is decide who might be harmed and how. Then the third step is evaluate the risk and decide on precautions. Then four, record findings and implement them. The five is review and update of the 5 steps of risk. Then furthermore, when we talk about the hierarchy of controls, which is the steps at which these controls measures are being arranged. When we're talking about risk assessment, we'll talk about controls as well. Okay, I'm talking. I want to use a construction company as a case study, like a building construction company. Hello, can you all hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
we
we can
can
Yes,
hear
hear
we
you.
can hear
you.
you.
Okay,
Go
100%.
ahead.
okay. This particular construction company is about the civil construction company where they deal about those companies that I have high rise building, bearing 12-story buildings, those type of tall sky points towers type of buildings. With let's talking about the I'm just estimating now. Like in those type of companies, I have like 25 to 50 employees working in this company, and most of them now they are like 90% of them now they are technicians, the ones that works with their hand, not the engineers now that will be giving orders. Okay, then we went further to talk about um the causes of hazard. Since we are talking about we are using a construction company, of course there are different hazard that can happen. Talking about safety, so many things can go wrong. So I want to talk about 5 major ones that can occur in a construction company. The first one is falling from heights. while working on a very tall building, there's a tendency, no, there's every tendency that you must work on heights when it deals with those high-rise construction companies. Um, this as I now falling from heights, what can actually cause it? Inadequate scaffolding. Scaffolding means those structure you use to those structure you use to assist the workers that needs to work on height. Make use of your mental wards or sometimes wooden planks to join together instead of using a ladder. That scaffolding has a firm hold. But in the case that we don't have enough scaffolding, this accident can happen. People can fall from height, and the risk that can cause that, the risk that can happen, people may fall from height, as I said. Then the consequences, you can imagine somebody falling from a 15-story building. You can imagine how the thing can happen to that person. It can lead to death. Then if the person survive, can lead to paralysis. Okay. We'll talk about the control measures. Like I was talking about scaffolding. Scaffolding is one of the control measures. Make sure that the scaffolding they are properly arranged, properly framed, then monitoring of the scaffolding in sense of any maybe loose grip on anywhere. We are proper inspection, we're able to know that okay, this scaffolding is fit for anybody to work on. Then the second hazard that also occurs is electrical hazard. Electrical hazard in the sense that we all know electricity. When we're dealing with electricity, we are dealing with power, we are dealing with your life wires, yeah, like anything that can power electricity. And we all know our body as well is a very good conductor of electricity. So in a case of like what can cause it now? In a case of open fittings, or like you're using an equipment that is like there's a fault in the equipment, and unknown to the operators, like without checking what was causing, without like actually checking the equipment before using, that electrical hazard can come, like I can have like an electric shock when you're using like your mixer now, mixer trucks, your graders, your crane, like these things now can cause an electric shocks when whereby there's no proper inspection. Since it's there, everybody just want to use it, and the consequences now, electric shock. And most times it's not everybody that actually survived from electric shocks. It can lead to paralysis, it can lead to even death. So the control measures when regards to these electric shocks, make sure that the equipment, those big powered equipment we are using, they are properly inspected, they are properly checked. And also untrained personnel that
Hello,
want to.
am I still online?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can hear you.
yes.
Yes,
I
we
was
can hear
Yes, we
following
you.
can hear
you.
you.
I was
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
following
okay.
you.
So
Yes.
let me continue. Like as I was saying, and there should be proper like the control measures now to avoid electric hazard in the workplace. Because when I talk about electric, I think maybe well we're not done with the building. Anything can cause it. That equipment that you're using now, if it's
2 minutes
not
more.
properly, hello, if it's not properly monitored or managed, can cause the electric hazard, like as I said. So the control measures now, there should be trained um activities, trained section on how to use this particular equipment. But most times it can be the fault of the operator now going to do things that are not supposed to do with the equipment and can cause a short circuit and can lead to electric shock. So one of the control measures, there should be proper inspection of this equipment on the work site, because I'm using a construction work site here. Then the other one, then I've measured two. Okay, the third one we're talking about fire and exposure, which is a very, very common thing. Now it can occur while working in a construction company. So most of the things that actually what can cause this fire and explosion is poor infrastructure maintenance. When there's poor infrastructure maintenance in the work in the construction company, when everybody's working, because now everybody will be too busy. This one is doing their own, this other person is doing their own. Most people don't really want to just, okay, let us get the work done. And this thing can actually lead to fire. And when it leads to fire, it leads to explosion. And in the course of the training, we were told about the fire triangle, what can cause fire accident. We will talk about the fuel, the heat, and the oxygen. These things now that the fire triangle, which can cause fire accidents in the construction site. So the consequences of it now, when we're dealing with fire, we all know the results. It's not something that we can actually joke with or say we just want to just, because it actually lead to loss of properties. You can, at the end of the day, that building that we are building, if there's no proper like there's no proper inspection, like everybody just want to do as they want, like they feel like doing on the work site, that property at the end of the day it can be lost, and at the same time lives can also be lost. So the control measures now, um they should be trained. Personnel should be trained on, in case of a fire accident, they'll be trained on how to use the fire extinguishers. We have different types of fire extinguishers. Know the classes of fire. Hello, sir.
I'm up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sir?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think we should have a lot of things to minute on this.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. James. James.
Hello, sir. My network has not been stable, so I didn't get much of the things that she said. But
The ones that you
get. Okay, I got her introduction. She talked that she's using a construction site, a high-rise building. She talked about fall at height, and she talked about the control measures in terms of using scaffold. I think I was able to get that before I started having network.
Do you have any question on that topic?
It's a good introduction.
Okay. Any other person?
He explained it in a very, very understandable manner, sir.
Huh? Victory.
Yes, she explained it in an understandable manner. Like I could really relate it with what she was explaining about construction site. Even though I don't really know, I'm not really conversant with how the construction site works, but the way she explained it, I could actually like envision it and picture it in my mind. So yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Another person.
Okay, good evening, sir. Can I
do
my own presentation?
Yami, have you presented?
No, sir.
And I asked that time. Okay, go on.
Okay, I will be as quick as possible. So I will be talking about fire, especially the classes of fire. So
are you presenting
I was supposed
already?
to present to Jami. You want to present to
No.
I thought you called the next person to present.
No. I said you should minute on it.
Okay. Yeah, it was a very good presentation. It just tell us about the construction sites and some of the hazard and the risk involved and how they can be controlled. Working on
What should we score? What should we score, guys? What should we score?
What should we score?
Score.
Okay, the only thing I noticed is that maybe she's still going there, but because of time, she did not relate it to legal action, legal, So that's the only thing. Yes, I understand. So that's what I'm saying.
We should give her 2 over 10.
Yay!
She did
no,
well. She
sir.
did very well.
Okay. You give her a good
Let's give her
score, man.
9. Yes, let's give her a good score. She did very well.
Okay. Well done, well done. You really tried, actually. I'm
Thank
impressed,
you,
but
sir.
I'm not fully impressed. But I'm impressed. Small.
Thank you, sir.
In the sense that we'll talk about risk assessment. We'll start risk assessment. Okay, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
When you go to risk assessment, I was expecting you to first of all tell me the types of risk, the types of hazards that
So
are
I
available.
did it all.
You did that.
Yes, categories of hazard where I mentioned the physical.
I didn't hear anything like biological and the rest.
Yes, she
Yes,
mentioned it.
she
She
did, sir.
mentioned
Yes,
it.
she
She
did. She
did.
did. I heard
I
that too.
think I heard
She
her
did.
saying
Oh,
something.
You guys are
physical.
Yes,
conniving
she
Yes.
did.
against me. Okay, okay, that's nice. 1-0.
Evidence there is
Yeah.
recorded.
Okay,
And the topic is actually a fantastic one.
okay,
Thank
that's
you.
nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Clap for yourself. Okay, who's next? Before Jamil.
Next, Shegun Sir Kayode.
Shagun, let Jamil go first,
Yes, sir.
please.
Sir,
Jamil
please
was in
let me
class
go. My
earlier
network,
before you.
please. Oh, no, sir, please. My network has
All
not
right.
really been
Thank
cool.
you, sir.
Okay,
Let me
go
just
on,
do,
go on,
please.
go on, Shagun. Jamil, let's help him.
All
All
right.
right.
Thank you. All right. Good evening, everyone. All right. So, quickly run through us on the line of fire. When we hear the word or the sentence "line of fire," what comes
You
to your
guys
mind?
should listen to
I
line of
want to
fire.
just.
Fire where they line.
Yes, sir, we are listening, sir.
Now we are
All right.
listening.
So, okay. So when we hear the word line of fire, is it that someone is standing on the path where there's fire, or what's really going on? What's really that word line of fire? So in a very simple way, line of fire is a situation where a person can be at the risk of being struck or possibly being hit by an object. It could be an equipment or an hazardous material. Or possibly, let me also make it very simple how to say it is being in a position where you could get hurt by something, either something that is moving or something that is falling. It's just like you're being in the wrong place at the right time. Are we together? All right. So
Fire.
imagine
One place at the
someone
right time.
stand.
Yes, yeah.
Eh? Yeah, it's like being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay. So imagine standing. Imagine someone who is going to stand on the express where you have cars on speed. You know that person is already on the line of fire because any car that touches that person is gone. Or imagine someone sleeping under a truck, you know, and probably the driver is not aware that somebody is under the truck and he picks up the key, turns on the car, and he drives, and the tire rolls on that person. You know, that person already has been on the line of fire. So that's basically what we mean by line of fire, being at the point where someone can get hurt or probably get struck by something. So let's quickly look at some of these examples that that are examples of line of fire. We can have example of these like standing under a swinging crane. You know, most times we've learned that anytime there's a lifting activity, you don't stand under a suspended load because standing under a suspended load is already putting that person at the point at the line of fire. All right, so standing under a suspended load, under a suspended load, standing under swinging crane, these are lines of fire. Also, probably we have workers at height. Let's say they're using scaffold, just like the previous speaker just mentioned. We have workers on the scaffold. And you know, most times when you're working on the scaffold, you have your tools like let's say hammers, depending on what you're working with, and you have all of these tools on the scaffold. And somebody is standing under the scaffold, raising his head and is talking to his colleague. Alpha, shift and go this side. No, don't do this one. And in the point of that, at the point of that discussion, one of the tools falls down. Or anybody who is within that axis where that thing falls is at the line of fire. Okay, so these are examples. We also have probably during demolitions of buildings, somebody standing at the axis where debris could fall on them. Those are also part of lines of fire. So what we do for, let's look at the control measures for line of fire. What can we do to ensure we avoid all of these things? First of all, just like facilitator has told us about risk assessment, we have to do a risk assessment of every task that we do. Let's look at the job. If I want to work at height, what do I need to put in place? I have to make sure that, because I know that if anybody is at the top and somebody is below my working space, there could be risks of something falling to touch anybody at the damper. So I have to make sure that I guard against people coming around my work area. Okay, so that's where our control measures come in, using the hierarchy of controls, elimination, substitution, engineering, administration, and the use of PPE. Okay, so I have to barricade that area, put our safety signs, and create an awareness, talk to the people, and as well as ensuring that people are properly kitted with their PPEs, and we have a proper supervision of whatever that is going on that site. Okay, so I don't want to talk much on this. I think I'll just draw the curtain from this point. All right, thank you, sir.
You guys should react to.
Very good. Well done.
Well done. Well done, Mr.
Thank you. That
Shogun.
was
Do you guys
actually
understand
very,
the line of
like,
fire?
Thank
You
you.
know
That
the
was
line of
yes,
fire.
very
that was
nice.
explained with simplicity.
Yes,
I
it was so
understand.
calm. It was
Really
we're
at
just
the wrong
Thank
going.
you.
place at the wrong time.
Eh? Eh?
Victory.
It's like I'm not allowing anybody to speak again. You guys, they want to take my class from me.
No.
Oh no,
Hmm,
sir.
that's all, sir.
No, that's a wonderful presentation. That's good. That's good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That was well put. That was well put. And so, let me just summarize line of fire. There are so many forums whereby you can be on line of fire. Like majorly, especially when we have a moving vehicle like trailer. You know, when you are at the back of that trailer, the driver may have to look at the side mirror to see the side. But there is a point whereby you can be around there, whereby even when he looks at the side mirror, he will not see you. He won't even know the person is standing there. So he might want to reverse and they will step and he might now probably hit the person because he cannot see the person based on the size of it. So there are so many ways where people stay in line of fire. And also let's say you guys are three, you are working, and probably you are trying to tighten something that has pressure that can just pull out. When you are not conscious, you are not aware, whereby when the pressure bursts out, it doesn't affect you. There are some persons that it's just like when they say you are standing under a coconut tree and that coconut falls down and it hits your head, you're on the line of fire for that coconut. So that's basically what it's all about. And he has really done justice to that. Please, let's clap for him. Jamil, you have the floor. I
All
think
right,
after
thank you,
Jamil,
sir.
that's Jamil.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. Once again, I will try to be as fast as possible. Yeah, I will be talking about fire. Fire. Okay. So fire and explosion generally has been one of the most occurring hazard anywhere in the world. Okay, so then we have to going into fire. Yeah, fire can either be unwanted incident or situation that's happened, or sometimes it can be created. Okay, but mostly most fires that are created or explosions that are created are controlled. So that will left us with the unwanted one, which we have to respond to. Okay, so fire constitutes of three components. Without any of these, there won't be fire. And that leads us to the fire triangle, as we all know. So from the fire triangle, on the left hand side, we have the oxygen. On the right hand side, we have heat. And at the bottom side, we have the four. So the four will take us to the classification of fire, because fire are being classified based on the four. Okay, so the first one, which is the class A fire, is they are solid material, just like paper, carton, boxes, and the likes, clothes, and the like. So those are the class A fire. We have six classes of fire, just as we have six classes of food. So I will be using the British standard for the classification. So the class B fire, these are fire that are caused by inflammable liquid, just like petrol, crude oil, and the likes. Okay, then we have the class C fire. Class C fire are those that are caused by gases like propane, methane, ethane, and the alkanes. Then the class D fire. The class D fire are those that are caused by metal, okay, just like either aluminium and the likes. Then we have the class C fire, E for electrical fire. So class C fire are electrical fires. And the last one, which is air fire, the fire caused by cooking oil and fats. Like I said, uh, fire are classified based on the four. So that leaves us with the remaining two. So for us to now control fire or to stop fire outbreak, we have to remove either of these three components. So it's either we remove the oxygen. By doing that, we are doing what? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Carry on,
Yes, we
sir.
can hear
You
you.
said
We
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you. Yeah,
Okay,
carry on, sir.
okay. So the first part of it, the oxygen. So when we are removing the oxygen, we are doing what we know as smothering. Then if we are removing the heat from the fire, we are doing what is known as cooling. And the last part, the fall itself, what is causing the fire initially. So if you remove that, we are starting the fire from uh, getting bigger. So that will take us to the next part, which is fighting fire. So when you are fighting fire, there are things that you use to fight fire, either it's an extinguisher, a blanket, and the likes. So it has been a standard for every building, either residential, company, or any building at all, to have some preventive tools and some preventive materials in the building for you to fight fire. So one of it is the fire extinguisher. And yes, that is under law. You must have a fire extinguisher in your kitchen, in your building, in industry, at different strategic places. Okay, so the classes of fire have there are different fire extinguishers for them. So for class A fire, which are solid, just like paper, you can easily remove the paper, as in for remove the paper so as you are starting the fire, or you can just pour water. So water is a very first fire extinguisher. So fire will work efficiently for class A fire, which are solid. So going forward, we have the foam. Okay, the foam part of fire extinguisher, which will work for both class A fire and class quid. Hello? Hello, am I still
We
audible?
can hear you.
A call just
Yeah,
coming, so
yeah.
I don't know if I'm still audible.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the next fire extinguisher is a dry powder. Okay. So like we have said, the dry powder will create like a layer on the what's it called, on the floor, so that it will not allow it to keep burning, just like on metals. Okay, dry powder work very fine on metal. When we are having metal is class D fire, so you use dry powder for class D fire, and as well you can also use it for both class A, B, C, and electrical fire, which is class E. So the next fire extinguisher we have is wet chemical. So wet chemical work for cooking oil and fats. Okay, then we also have CO2, carbon dioxide, For class B fire, which are flammable liquids, and for electrical. And like our tutor explained the other time, when it comes to electrical, so as you are using the CO2 or either dry powder, okay, the CO2 will be removing the oxygen, or in a way, okay, we remove the oxygen and you can use it to fight electrical fire. So that is about the fire extinguisher. Then it now left for anybody that is responsible or that is at the point to fight a fire to know how to actually fight a fire. And that is where the technique for fighting fire comes in, which is abbreviated to be PASS, PASS. So the first P stands for pull the pin. Of course, you have to carry the fire extinguisher, remove it from where it is found before you pull the pin. Okay, so once you pull the pin, there's a pin that if you did not pull it, you won't be able to squeeze the lever of the fire extinguisher, and also ensure that the fire extinguisher is filled up. There's always a gauge by the fire extinguisher side where you will know, okay, this fire extinguisher is okay. That should be like a routine check to make sure your fire extinguisher is not just there as decoration. So the first one is P, which is for pull the pin for the pass. The second one is A, which means that you should aim at the base. You don't fight fire from the top, because doing so you will notice you are just wasting the extinguisher. At the end of the day, the fire will still come up. Okay, so you aim at the base, and then you squeeze the lever. Then squeezing the lever, the extinguisher will be coming out. Once you remove the lever, it will stop. Then you have to press it down. All right, sir. All right, sir. Then the next S is for you to sway from left to right to make sure as you are swaying, you are making sure that the fire goes off completely. So that is the last part of the pass. Because of time, I would like to stop here. Thank you, everyone.
So let's react on the. Well done, Jamil. Well done, well done. Let's react. Let's tell Jamil.
Okay.
Let's tell
It was a
Jamil.
wonderful. Okay. Okay.
Please go on. You were saying something, James.
Yes, sir. I wanted to say that it was a wonderful presentation. I think he talked about most of the thing about fire, but the only thing that I observed that he didn't talk about was identification of the fire extinguishers. How do we identify them? Which you taught us in the in the fire safety. So
Thank you. Thank you. You are in the spirit. Jamil, do you want to react to that?
Yes, thank you, James, for bringing that up. Identification of fire extinguisher. Yeah, they are color coded. Okay, so I didn't mention that. Thank you for bringing it up. All right.
thank you, sir.
Okay, any other person? Any other contribution, addition, subtraction, criticism? Gloria, victory.
Sir?
You guys are not saying anything.
Okay, what I just have to say is that it was a wonderful presentation. He actually presented well, and he explained to the base, like he explained with simplicity. Thank you very much.
So you give him 10 over 10. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, that's if possible. Yes,
Like
sir.
10 over 10.
Okay, 9 over 10, sir.
9
Because
over 10.
he
So what
actually
have
talked
done?
about almost everything.
Okay.
Yeah, you did a fantastic job. Yes, I had fun today, learning from podcast. So yes, for the color code, let me have it, but let me assist based on what I have. So for the class A fire extinguisher, class A is labeled red. For the dry powder, what I have here is blue label. Then
Is it labeled or colored? I'm trying to
sorry,
get.
color, like the color code for it now. I don't know why I wrote it. I called it labeled here, like blue labeled, red label. So I don't know if it was the entire body of the fire extinguisher that's actually colored, that is actually have that color code. But I was thinking maybe just like a stripe, like maybe a line stripe that has the indication that okay, this particular fire extinguisher. Once you see this red,
Yeah, that's fine. So,
okay.
Jamiu, you didn't tell us how to fight fire, which is one of the most important
Hello,
things.
sorry, sir.
Now we
I can't
just
get that,
know
sir.
those things. How do we now fight it? You didn't tell us. So I think, does anybody still have any issue with how to fight? You didn't tell us how to fight fire, which is very, very key. Doesn't know how to fight fire. Is there anybody that still doesn't know how to fight fire and needs probably more clarity?
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I
Okay,
can
we
hear you
can hear
now.
you now, sir.
I said, is there anybody that doesn't know how to? Is there anybody that doesn't know how to fight fire at the moment?
And you know how to fight fire. We have to remove one of the elements that contributes to fire. We either by smoldering, that's removal of oxygen,
Yeah.
or by starving.
Okay. Una two notebook.
Yes,
Oh
now
God.
we have correct
God, man.
mentor now. We can't slack. We can't slack.
Okay. So it's really a wonderful time. I really had a wonderful time with you guys today, and as usual, every day. And it's nice. I'm happy that I could call you randomly on any topic, and you were able to do justice, and you can still impact the knowledge on somebody. At least some of us could still get new things from what you have said, and some things that some of us have forgotten. We were able to, like, okay, recollect them, and you were able to add your own spice to it and all of that. And that's the beauty of it. Like, it should be continuous. Like, you share it to somebody else. As HSE personnel, one of the things you do is you talk, you teach, you explain. You have to teach. Somebody will not know how not to stand in line of fire if you did not explain to them. You will not just draw and say this is it. You have to tell them. So you need to know, you need to talk. And before you talk, you need to understand what you are saying. That's why you need to understand each and everything. Is that noted? So it brings me joy that you are doing this thing. It shows that you will still do the same thing to the people working under you, to the people you are working with. You get, to the family you around you, to the people closest to you, to tell them, to help them not to kill themselves in the process of trying to earn a living.
Yes, sir.
So with that, I call it a day. I call it a day. If you have any question, anything for me, like a question or anything, please, you can also drop it on the chat box, our group chat. I will answer you. So that's it. That's it. I think
Thank you
you
very
guys
much,
are
sir.
amazing. You guys are
Thank
amazing.
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you, my
very much.
fellow mentees. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. I learned a lot. Thank you.
James, you have a question?
Yes, sir. I just wanted you to review that emergency plan.
Okay, I will review it. Is it the one
Yes,
that you sent the assignment?
yes, yes, the one I submitted, because I actually um
Okay.
I
I've
don't have
not reviewed
confidence in
everybody's
actually doing it
assignments,
alone.
but I'm not at home, right? I'm not even around. Right now, I'm on a training.
Okay.
I'm on a 1 week training. I'm not even around. I'm on an official assignment out of work. I just have great time to do this. So you get, so I have so many things, and I also have a lot of things to submit, some of my clients and stuff like that. So I will review me, I will review everything and I will give feedback.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Have a very beautiful
Thank
night.
you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir. God bless you, sir.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.